Hi guys, this is AJ Crowley and this is AJ Crowley's Scattergun, where I play a random game for an hour or so and give you an idea whether it's any good and just give you a flavour for the gameplay. Right, let's start by let's turn off the damn music for starters. And invert y-axis. So this is Mudrunner, which is a spin tires game, which is basically that was legacy Mudrunner camera controls. We'll now switch the game to use center camera on the truck mode. You can change that settings mode. Now, Spin Tires is a game that I've played on Steam, which is it's a very odd game, really. I mean, it's a driving game. This is a driving game. Now, Spin Tires, you basically had to drive various vehicles, a lot of Russian make, through muddy environments. To achieve various end results. I mean, some of them were fairly basic. I mean, literally, you just sort of had to get around from location to location. But the main problem is that these vehicles will get stuck in the mud. Like this. Oh, that's interesting. And you basically have to get out of the mud using various winches and fastening winches to trees and things like that. I mean, in some cases you'd need to get logs from a logging camp and take them to a certain place. But in almost all cases, there's no real road. There's always just these muddy tracks. So, rear wheel drive, we're stuck. So, quick winch. Attach winch. Now, it looks like what they've done with Mudrunner is basically take the Spin Tires game and streamline a lot of it, start it with a UI that works well within a console environment, and republish it. I mean, this doesn't look unlike the original game. Let's see if we can... Oh, not available in tutorial. I was hoping to get to like a map. Right, so we've unlocked a garage where you can install add-ons and trailers. Your truck can also be rescued if you're playing casual mode. To access the garage, you must first unlock access to it by delivering 4 garage points. Someone's already delivered 3 points. Because your truck has 1 point, we can unlock it. The aim of the game is to deliver logs to the lumber mill. So let's install an add-on that carries logs. Now, you'll see that there's all these different kinds of rear ends that you know, trailer that you can stick on your thing. Now it sounds reasonably easy. You just stick on this log carriage, you pick some logs up, and that's it. But there's all sorts of things that you can do in this game, and the map, which apparently is not available in this tutorial, probably that map anyway. You've got to remember to take off the handbrake. Some vehicles, you've got a variety of really big Russian military vehicles, military trucks and so on, fuel tankers and utilities, recovery vehicles and all sorts. And of course, with that load, you're running a lot lower on the suspension. This is going to be fun. I dare say, actually, this tutorial is going to give us really a taste of what Spin Tires was. It's just Spin Tires was a game on Steam, and I think it was only on Steam. Oh, on PC, rather. I don't know if they released it for other consoles. It was quite an enjoyable game, I must admit. I enjoyed it. It was challenging in a lot of ways, because you think, well, that bit of road looks really quite dry, and this bit of road does. But as soon as you get stuck, you start finding that it's a damn sight more complicated than all of that. And you have to abandon your vehicle, find another vehicle to recover this one. Ooh, desperately close to tipping over here. One of the big things they made, or that got said about the original one, is how realistic the mud was. So that was literally all the tutorial there. Okay. The rig. So this is a challenge. Pick up a trailer, drive the rig to a small town. Don't damage your vehicle or any other vehicle. Don't drive in the opposite road lane. Use a cockpit camera when driving with the trailer. Okay. It looks like they might have expanded it on the original as well. One of the things with the original was you got to pick from different maps. It was very moddable on the PC as well. You were able to download a lot of Steam Workshop content. Yeah, there we go. There's the map. So we've got to go to this semi-trailer. Okay. As it stands, this looks like it's actually sort of normal roads-ish. At least not something that we're going to get stuck in. One of the things I liked about it was the fact that you really got an impression playing the original that you were completely out of civilization. You were really in the wilds. I mean, there was these, you'd find garages and so on around the place, but you really didn't have any kind of, you know, signs of reality. Oh shit, I'm about to plough into a tree. I'll do that. You know, you've got a real wilderness feel from it. I hope this game gives us the same sort of thing. It's also kind of spooky because you don't have anything around. You've got all this sort of really ancient buildings and so on. It's almost like Alien. reverse towards the trailer. We are already getting stuck in, or at least having difficulty moving through this mud, so this could be fun. Select the trailer attachment socket. Truck position there, the advanced menu, right. Okay, so there we go, right. No, I'm already lost. Okay, I think we might have actually managed to do it. Or not. Damn it. There we go, finally. Yeah, that was not very easy. That was rather complicated. Alright, use the navigational map to locate your next destination. Okay. There we go. That's better. Right. Okay. Let's try and get out of here then. I'm not going to go through the soggy bit. Slightly disturbed by the fact that it's not giving me a sort of route, is it? Oh, right, add a path node. Right, so what it's, I think, asking me to really do is sort of plot out the map, plot out the route properly. And interestingly, There's no actual direct route to this place, other than sort of going along this road. Well, let's go with that. Ugh. It's not like a normal GPS type affair in most driving games. It's almost like you've got to like, individually stick each bit in. It's one of the bonuses in this challenge. I think we've got to not damage the, well, anything, to be honest. Oops, 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 oops. Oh, don't damage your vehicle or any other vehicle, bugger. Slightly irritating. The map, I think, made me think it was a lot further to actually travel. Trying to hit the telegraph pole. Oh, Jesus. Damage. Again, weird sort of Russian architecture. Okay, I think we're better off going there, 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 going all around about the houses, but it's probably going to be the easiest without trying to do anything stupid like try and drive through a bunch of trees, which I'd rather avoid. It seems to be pulling a lot. Steering on this is very claggy. Oh, rats, bonus objective failed, don't drive in the opposite lane. Not as if there's any other traffic to worry about, is there? Let's be honest. Ah. It's definitely a game, I think, which you actually need to take slowly. You can't. Oh, this is where the damage your or other vehicles comes into play, because you've actually got to drive it through here. Now, thinking about it. No, cockpit camera, that's what we should have been doing. You've got to have patience for this game. You have got to have patience. Probably nerves of steel as well, but that's probably less important. Oh, we didn't get the bonus, but... Oh. Christ. Reverse the truck so that the trailer is properly positioned. Yeah, it didn't tell us about that, did it? For anyone who's tried games like this before, especially like Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator, you'll know that reversing an articulated lorry is an absolute swine. Let's see, we've got to get it a little bit. Almost there, we're not quite in. You're kidding. That's not good enough. Ah, there we go. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, oh, I screwed up all of those, didn't I? Never mind. At least we did it. Repair and refuel. Repair and refuel trucks by using other trucks, then deliver logs to the lumber mill. Scare 10 birds by using your horn. Don't drive over the bridge. Find and squash a pumpkin? What? Okay. This sort of gives you the idea of what a full single-player game can be like, though. The engine is broken. Oh, great. So we need to swap to a different truck. The current vehicle has a utility attachment add-on that can repair trucks. Okay. So we've got to go follow this road and turn left. Okay. Sounds a bit easier. Hang on. Now I want to go that way. That way, that way, that way. Don't want to go through the wet bit. Said, you've got to have patience for this game because you will be going at this sort of speed pretty much all the time. Hey, I scared some birds. Crap. Right. Utility attachment. Repair. Fully repaired. There we go. Right. So now we... What? Hmm. Oh, right, I selected the wrong one. Now switch to the B-31. Right. Yay! Right, drive to the fuel station to get fuel. Okay. Use the navigational map to find the fuel station. Right, okay. So left, straight on. Yeah, more or less. Always forget that. Every time I forget to unlock the parking brake. Now, on the PC, I know that a lot of the the workshop content included other vehicles, which included things like, you know, Range Rovers and Land Rovers, that sort of thing. It also included, randomly, like things like sports cars, which were almost completely pointless. I think there was a luxury Mercedes in there as well. And that was quite entertaining, trying to get that anywhere in the mud. Active profile? Oh dear, I think I've... Whoa, what the hell happened there? I think I just got binned off my network. That's not helpful. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Take a quick break. Apologies for that. Oh, great, and it's reset me timer as well. Really will have to work out something better than that. Okay, annoyingly, that sort of binned me off that challenge. Let's go back and try and ripple through that one. It wasn't taking us that long anyway. Right, so current truck needs to be refueled. Right, okay, so that one's broken. Right, okay. Use the navigational map. Change this one. Well, handbrake. God damn it. Oh, hello. What the hell? I'm now getting message from my TV that it's going to shut down. What the hell? Oh, it's just one of those days. Stick all-wheel drive on. So I'm now getting stuck on the rocks. Like I say, you need some patience on this because it can take ages to get out of some ruts. I mean, I've not had to use the winch so far on this particular challenge, but it's inevitable that I'll need it at some point. I mean, I wonder where this fascination for Russian sort of you know, military hardware sort of comes in. I was playing Kolat a few days ago, which is based on the Dyatlov Pass incident, which is a Russian sort of missing persons mystery thing, dead people mystery. Oh right, I hadn't noticed that. You can only repair it so much. Break off, right. I must admit, Russia does sort of fascinate me, and certainly some of the things that some of bits of Russian history are incredibly interesting. I mean, if you spend any time sort of looking at the country, you know, there's things like cities which, you know, don't have names, they have numbers. You know, near Chernobyl there's some weird over the horizon radar system which is bizarre. There's a Russian transmission tower, I've forgotten the designation now, which is essentially just sends out this just one normal signal, one signal and all nothing else, and has only ever been understood to have changed that signal once in like 30 years or something. Let's get the whole lot. And the amount of the Russian countryside, which is, you know, completely untouched. The sort of wilderness feel I told you about earlier off the original Spin Tires game, you know, it's like that. There's thousands of miles of sod all. Must be beautiful to sort of exist in, I suppose. As long as you don't mind not having like any creature comforts, you know, running water, that kind of thing. So, I've got to get this back to the other truck with logs on, refuel that, and then take the logs somewhere. Let's see if we can actually manage all this. I meant to sort of scare birds. There we go, bargain. So, change truck to that one. Take off the parking brake. Where the hell's the lumber mill? Oh, well, that's not so bad, so I've got to go. Well, it said, one of the bonuses was don't use the bridge. What bridge? On the basis that that bit there is the bridge, I will take the long way around. So, bash down towards the fuel station and go left here. And this is an articulated vehicle, so this could be fun. We do have all-wheel drive and the differential lock though, so It's not so bad. Like I said, patience, patience, patience. Slow and steady. Yeah, so that counts as a bridge, so let's not use the bridge, because that gives us a bonus. I'm not sure what we get from achieving these bonus things, other than just the knowledge of a job well done. Now there's an argument for not using all-wheel drive, because all-wheel drive uses more fuel. Than if we just use rear-wheel drive, which is probably what we got on this. Don't want to tip over or lose the load or get disconnected in any kind of way. Now I'm going to swap to all-wheel drive mode to make sure we got as much grip as we can get. Like I said, you can't be in a rush with this game. You cannot be in a rush. You do not get anywhere quickly. That said, regarding fuel, I mean, we've got plenty of fuel. But we're not talking about the most fuel-efficient engines here. We're talking about big, old, dirty lorries. We've got to go. Okay, round to the left. But given that we've seen repairing and refueling here, that's the kind of issue that you get with the main game, is that you get so far with one vehicle and then you suddenly find out, oh crap, I've not got enough fuel to get the rest of the way, so you have to swap to a different vehicle to get some fuel, and so on and so forth. If you manage to screw up the vehicle you're trying to use, then you're going to have to find a vehicle to repair it. Now, to be able to actually swap to the other vehicles in the original game, you actually had to get close enough to unlock them to be able to then use them. So if you had a broken vehicle and you needed to get the repair vehicle, you'd have to find another vehicle to get to the repair vehicle to unlock it, to then drive it to where you'd knackered yours in. Right, we're buggered. Okay. So we're using the winch now, although it's not like easy to see where it is. Oh, there it is. We can use the winch and some welly. Bugger. Let's try that one. So you can actually anchor it to the ground. I mean, look at our back end. We're right in the mud there. Still got all-wheel drive, so oh Christ, I we are getting somewhere, just really, really slowly. Yeah. Go. The problem is you can't sort of release the winch and give it some welly at the same time. Releasing the winch takes off the power. There we go. You can sort of wiggle free effectively by sort of changing from pulling left to pulling right. You can gather some traction, get some momentum going. Oh, there we go. So this isn't exactly the same as my other Scatterguns because, you know, I do know the spin tires game. But I didn't find a pumpkin. I forgot I'd got to look for one. And it doesn't look like I skidded of birds. Yeah. Oh, I hit that because it said there's some new content available. Oh, there's some DLCs. Mudrunner American Wilds. Yeah, might as well. If it lets us. Might as well stick that one on as well, as it's free. But I had seen the American Wilds one available. Oh, we're probably not going to be able to hit that for a while. Let's see what's challenge. Climb a hill. Okay, let's have a crack. Let's just see what we've got to do. So, unlock all garages, reach all watch points. The bog. Oh, great. So we can do it on the bog or the island. Seashore, these are different maps we've got available. Let's try doing it on that one. Choose trucks. We've got a flatbed, another flatbed, and then looks like a sort of UAZ type thing. Casual, definitely casual. I'm trying this on hardcore. Fireproof exhaust. We've got about 3/4 of a tank of fuel. So we've got a log carriage. Deliver 8 loads to each lumber mill. Jesus. And unlock all the other lorries. Yeah. So what we got to do? So there's a lumber mill. We've got to get from here up to the log kiosk. So you've got to get all the way there. So that's going along here, going over there, through there, which is no roads, over there, and turn right. Now, here's where you've got to make some decisions in this game. You can literally just go straight there, overland-ish, if you can find a way through the trees, which occasionally can be entertaining. Now, we could go up that way, actually. So there's actually like a bit of a road here. So if we go down there and turn left and just follow that road round, we do get up there. That might be easier than trying to go the other way. However, if we go this way and down there, down to the bottom left, we can go to the fuel station and we'll have unlocked all these other vehicles, which is probably a good thing. And then we can make sure we've got enough fuel to be able to get to the log station, pick up some logs, and then start delivering them. Oh, Jesus. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take to actually do this. I mean, we've only got like another sort of 15 minutes on this little session. But, I mean, easily that could well take us a couple of hours in-game, in real time to do. Let's see how we get on. In some ways, again, this is a game that I've also played recently, which is also on the Scattergun sessions, is a game called The Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, I've described that as being a bit of a chill game in that you're not running, you don't need to run around shooting things. It's not a high-end, high-speed, adrenaline-fueled combat game. You can take things as easy or as busy as you want. The same is true of this. And to be frank, the fact that you absolutely have to have a lot of patience to be able to play this game, to be able to keep going and plan what you're going to do, it's a game which is, by necessity, a slow game. One thing I do during my very busy job, to give myself a little bit of a sort of relaxing side thing, is to watch some slow TV. If you go onto YouTube and do a search for slow TV, you will find all sorts of relaxing either audio videos or one that's, oh dear, one that I found particularly relaxing was what the hell? Oh yeah, you can find videos where they've taken some footage from the front of a train as it goes through some very pretty landscapes. I mean, there's Norwegian trains going through snow and hills and mountains and all sorts of stuff like that. It's very relaxing if that's what you're into. Now, this is sort of the game equivalent to that. You know, it can be stressful at times because if you get stuck, you've got to get unstuck, and that can be damn hard, let me tell you. But if you have the time to spend on these games, now that could be a very useful vehicle to swap to later, because that looks as if it's got a big log trailer on it. Not sure what we'd use this for, but I'm sure we'll find something to do with it. Oh, it's like, that's a trailer vehicle. If we find a trailer, I mean, actually we could probably swap that other one out and use this one instead. Something to think about. Yeah, this is the game equivalent to that kind of chill game, in that, you know, that sort of relaxing video, in that as long as you balance out how stressed you let it make you feel as you're getting stuck or trying to plan how you're going to get around a particular area. And look at these logs and these fallen trees, they can give us some grip issues. And it almost looks like I might be digging myself in at the minute. I'm probably going to need to winch myself out. You know, you can spend a good couple hours just getting through this one map, getting through those objectives of just getting to the lumber mill, getting some wood and taking it to the lumber mill. I mean, thankfully, this ground doesn't look too bad as far as conditions go. I think this is something I probably need to make a bit more of a thing of, and maybe chat to the guys at GameGrin about. Is try and emphasise that, you know, gaming these days, it's not just about Counter-Strike and PUBG. It's not about, you know, esports and you know, getting that chicken dinner on PUBG. We all game for our own reasons. I mean, I game for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes it's to get rid of some anger I've got. It's to, you know, just go out and kill something. What the hell is that? I'm not even sure what that is, but it might be good for towing us out if we get stuck. But, you know, the idea of a gamer these days is occasionally coloured by what you see in the press, and if all you see in the press is, oh, you know, Fortnite, PUBG, Fortnite, PUBG, and, you know, if all the things you see are about esports and, you know, which esports team and how much money's being made and so on and so forth, you get a bit of a distorted idea about what gaming is. And, you know, I've been gaming off and on different kinds of platforms for most of my life, from playing on the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64, and even as far back as the VIC-20 in the 80s, to playing on I mean, quite a few of the major consoles, handhelds, and so on. Rats. Yeah, that'll do. And, you know, gaming doesn't have to be all about being the best at PUBG or making money out of esports or whatever. It has been, and it always will be about the player having fun, and fun is whatever you make of it. You know, you can be having fun with this game trying to figure out how to get yourself out of a bloody river. There we go. Or it can be playing Counter-Strike and having fun with your mates. Anyone who knows us guys at GameGrin, you'll know we do a lot of multiplayer gaming. On our theme nights, we are just tazzing away, playing online stuff, taking the mick out of each other, doing really stupid things. Oh Jesus, I'm doing myself some right damage there. That's another log delivery vehicle. So you'll know that you know, we get a lot of different things out of our gaming. Right. Let's try and get to the fuel station then. That's not taking us quite as long as I thought it might. That says what? We've been going on about 30, just under 14 minutes there. And, you know, this is why I've got the Scattergun series, and this is why I do it, is to try and get to see what different games are out there and what I personally can get out of them. I do want to go up to the left, don't I, to get to the fuel station, not up that way to the right. You know, eventually I'll run out of games to play, but I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. And on the other hand, I probably ought to, you know, keep an eye on how much time I'm spending just on streaming and on recording these for Game Grin. And myself, because I put these on my own YouTube channel as well. Because, you know, sometimes I need to get back and just be gaming like this. On my own, and not sort of doing it for any other reason than just to chill out and have some fun. I mean, I must admit, after playing the original Spin Tires, I found that I quite enjoyed it. It's sort of, it is nicely relaxing, as long as you've got the patience. You see, if you do it really quickly, I think you just about manage to keep some of the momentum you've got in your vehicle. But you see, this road here is absolutely knackered. It's going to take us quite a while to get down here. This is why you need the patience. You need to just chill and relax and let this game just happen. Might be we want to try and just, if we can, get some momentum, is just hammer it through this next section. What I actually probably should have done is actually check what those vehicles could have done, whether we've got like a fuel tank vehicle or whether there's a trailer or something. I mean, there's these watch points, there's areas of the map that are blacked out, and you actually have to get to the middle of them to be able to unblock them all. Oh, damn it. Come here, get off the road a little bit. Let's try and pick up some of that. Oh, damn it. Yeah. It's like Ferris Bueller said, you know, the world's an amazing place. If you don't stop and just take a look at sometimes, you miss a lot. Hey, there we go. There's the fuel station. Oof. Now, actually, what maybe I should have done is back at the original garage where we started off. Maybe I should go back and refit this with a fuel tank or something. At least we've unlocked them all. Well, that, apart from the fact that my countdown timer's balked again, that is coming up to about an hour playing Mudrunner, which is a Spin Tires game. I like this game. It's just, I can only really play it if I really know I've got a lot of time free, because to be able to get from where we start off, that garage there, to the lumber mill up here, and then deliver lumber to actually that's another log station, log kiosk. You know, to get enough logs and then deliver them 8 points there. Oh, it's actually only 8 points to that one. Oh, I thought there was other lumber mills. But to get to that point, to get to the log station, that log station there, or that one, and then to deliver 8 points here, can actually take a lot of effort. The truck that we're in can only store, like, I think it's maybe 1 point of logs, which means we have to run that particular lorry to a log kiosk and to that lumber mill 8 times. Or we can use, I think, maybe one of these 2 lorries that we found over at this point that we unlocked, which has got I think that looked like a large lumber trailer. That might be able to get us 2 or 3 points, which means we'd have to travel less. But then, because it's an articulated rig, we might get stuck more often. We might get damaged more often, which means we've got to sort out another vehicle which can repair it, or drive it up to the garage, or that garage, don't know which, to repair it. If it's really big and we might run out of fuel, and so on and so forth. This game is massively complicated. It looks really, really simple. It isn't. It really, really isn't. I can't really impress that on you too much. I mean, actually, that said, that lumber mill is there, but there might be, although it's not linked. I mean, that's marked on the map, so I suppose it's not likely that there's another lumber mill hiding in there. But you know, it's massively complicated because you just do not know what will happen, and I think that's quite cool, is to have something that complicated. And the maps, I suppose it feels a little bit larger because you do end up travelling around them quite slowly. But that was Mudrunner. I heartily recommend you take a crack. It's on the Game Pass, and there's a couple of those DLCs which are free. So if you've got Xbox Game Pass, download it and take a crack. Thing is, if you've got Game Pass, you know, you can download it, have a crack. If you don't like it, uninstall it. Even that said, if you aren't on Game Pass, by all means buy it. If you get a chance to have a go at this game, you will. If you like what you've seen there, and you think you've got the patience for it and the forward thinking to play it, get it. It will give you a lot of hours of play. Some stressful hours, some fun hours. You know, the kind of satisfaction you do get when you've got to that lumber mill and you drop some lumber off is quite. It's quite, you know, enjoyable. So that was Mudrunner, a spin tires game on the Xbox One S using Game Pass. However, Mudrunner is available on Steam as well, and I don't know, it might be available on some other consoles as well. I'll have to nag Ace Lister about getting us some affiliate links to go along with these videos as well, so keep an eye out, and you might see a link to maybe Fanatical or somewhere going up to buy this game, so you can throw us a little bit of profit if you're getting it on the PC. Otherwise, I am AJ Crowley. That was AJ Crowley's Scattergun for GameGrin at GameGrin.com, twitch.tv/GameGrin. Search for us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter. If you want to see more videos and streaming from me, you can find me at twitch.tv/AJ Crowley, mixer.com/AJ Crowley. I also broadcast on YouTube. You can find my YouTube videos. If you go to ajcrowley.games, you'll find a link to my YouTube channel. I also broadcast on Steam and Facebook as well. On ajcrowley.games, you'll find my blog, and if you go back to ajcrowley.live, you'll find a link to all my channels, including my Facebook page, and you can email me as well, ajcrowley@ajcrowley.live, if you want to give me your opinion on my videos, tell me if I've got anything right, anything wrong, if there's any games you want to see me play in these sessions to just test games out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you've watched all the way through, leave some comments, leave some feedback, get back to us, tell us what you think. Otherwise, I'm AJ Crowley. I'll see you in another video.